shift, come back here, shift, come back here, shift, come back. Hey guys, welcome to GOG Boxing, Grumpy Old Geezer Boxing. Good to see you. This is Conrad, and today we're going to talk about uppercuts. And what else will we talk about after that crazy Gervonta Davis Santa Cruz fight, or even how Dylan Whyte got knocked out, or even the punches that we saw Chocolatito throw lately, or we've seen so many great uppercuts lately that this is what we're going to talk about. But we're going to also work in some drills and some movement into them. The reason is we could talk about how to do the Gervonta Davis shift over and uppercut like that. That's very similar to actually how you get lined up to throw the Mexican hook if you look at that video. But it occurred to me that if you don't have kind of a natural feel, especially if you're kind of newer beginner, that may feel awkward. So what I've done is I put in some more bump and shift type moves into a drill so you can practice uppercuts. And if you do these, they will feel, if you do these, they will feel natural. And also when it's time to do that slip and come over and get that leverage like you saw Gervonta get, you'll be able to do it. Just trust me on this, you'll be able to do it. If you get where you can do these other drills and they just feel like second nature, okay? The first drill is really simple. The second drill is a little bit more complicated. Now, caveat, I'm taking it easy a little bit. You see how committed I am to you guys that I'm still making these. I'm supposed to take it easy still until, a little bit of race and heart issues after the flu. So it's more do what I say, not as I do. And since I'm also not working out, you may notice that when I bob under, I'm not going very far under. So do more as I say than what I do. But I hope you like this. I hope that you enjoy it. We're going to start out with something simple, something a little more complicated. And I'm actually going to do some southpaw stuff too for you, because I know a couple of the guys that watch this are southpaws, and they mentioned to me that I never do southpaw stuff. So I'm trying to cater to you. 98 subscribers. We're almost to 100 too. I don't know who's going to be number 100. I should give you a prize. I have no idea what I would give you. But anyway, you get what you pay for. Thanks. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Okay, good to see you. Today we're going to talk about uppercuts. Now, a lot of people are talking about that Gervonta Davis against Santa Cruz uppercut. He came out, bam, picture perfect. And also there's an uppercut took out Dylan Whyte. Now we're going to talk about how to practice that, but I'm going to put in some footwork and go back to, of course, one of my favorites, Gonzalez, Chocolatito. Talk about how to work this footwork in and how to practice uppercuts, especially if you don't have anyone with you to hold the pads. That's why I got, this is a 16 kilo water bag, which I wouldn't mind having a little heavier, but okay, it is what it is. It's pretty good, especially if you want to practice movement. You see the Canelo videos where he's practicing on water bags. This is a pretty good size for that. But for what we're going to do today, it's a little bit small because it moves around a little too much for just the exercise I want to do today, but okay. Now let's talk about how we're going to practice and get some footwork into it, because uppercuts without footwork, just like everything else, isn't much of a help, okay? The first thing you can do, I'm going to stand like this and I'm going to go over to the side. You won't see my face too well, but we will practice. What are we going to practice? Yeah, our bumps. So here we are. And sorry guys, I'm not in the gazebo today. I didn't introduce this place. This is something under construction, new shack. We'll see how it goes. But so if we were going to practice our bumps, right? Shift, come out. Here, shift, come out. Remember? It's that pop 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 pop. It's like that dance. Now that's a good way to practice bumps. If you have a water bag like this, an uppercut bag, if you don't, you can take a heavy bag and hang it up higher, but sometimes that bottom part's like concrete. But if you have a water bag, an exercise you can do, a basic exercise, and I'll do it slow first, is you're here, right? You get ready for that bump, you step out, then an uppercut with your lead hand. Then what do? Let's shift. See, I shifted both feet. Then I come out. And then what I do, uppercut with my backhand, okay? So it's just a simple exercise, and we'll get used to moving, especially when you're close, right up next to somebody, which a lot of times in boxing, you'll wind up in that space, even if you like to fight outside. So here we are, bop, here, shift, come back, here, shift, come back here, right? Shift, come back here, shift, come back here, shift, come back here. You see? Now, I'm a little worried my microphone is going to jump out. Now, did you see how I did that? Very simple exercise. Shift, bop, da da, uppercut. See my feet? You hear them. Bop, bop, come out, backhand uppercut. I'll do it again slow. Shift, come out, uppercut. Shift, come out, backhand uppercut. Shift. Now, when I do that shift, I'm being responsible with my hands. I am, because I like to fight out of the high guard, but it also makes it easier to do this type of move. And you will see, when you see a lot of Mexican fighters, great fighters, and well, Gonzalez, Chocolatito is one of my favorites that fights in the Mexican style because he does just what I said. But you'll see Barrera, he'll get in close. You'll see Canelo get in close. Why? Because if you want to do that Mexican hook, or if you want to shift your feet and fight, because you have your hands here, one, you're protecting your head, it also makes it easy to get the balance and to get that shift. Okay, so real quick, here's the drill once again. Okay, very easy, nothing, we're not doing anything fancy right now. Here we go, shift, come out, uppercut. But when I do the uppercut, I turn my foot, it's like throwing a hook. My front foot turns, my shoulder comes back. Shift, come out, uppercut. Shift, come out, uppercut. Shift, come out, uppercut. You see what I'm doing? Shift, come out, uppercut. Shift, come out, uppercut. Shift, come out, uppercut. You can do that again and again and again. Now that will set you up to throw lots of other combos, because after you throw that uppercut, what you could do, 2, 3, right? When you come this side and you throw the backhand uppercut, 3, 2. And you see the whole time this is also falling into like what we talked about, shadow boxing. Either bobbing under or slipping to the outside of the last hand you threw, okay? Now, here's gonna be the second part of the drill, and then we'll talk about a couple of things that get slightly more complicated for our southpaw friends. Actually, you can do the same drill as a southpaw. Look, I was doing it as an orthodox, okay? Now I'll do it as a southpaw, okay? Here I'm a southpaw. Slip to the outside, because I'm probably fighting an orthodox, so his jab will be on the same side as my jab on this one, right? So slip to the outside, come up, uppercut, but with the backhand first. Slip back in, come up, bam, uppercut with the front hand. Slip out, uppercut, slip in. See, and the same thing. If I slip outside of that orthodox fighter's jab, come out, throw this, look what I can do. I can do a straight right, and then a backhand, my backhand hook. So it's a little bit different than the orthodox. If I come to this side, I come up, lead hand, or actually, yeah, lead hand. I'm confusing myself because it's the backhand with the right. Lead hand, and then what can I do? I can do a straight and then a hook, right, off the southpaw stance. So it works both ways. Okay, it works both ways. You can practice. See, here I am. Bop, 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 bop. That's orthodox. If I turn it around, here I am. Bop, 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 bop. That's southpaw. Okay. Now, here's a drill that you can do if you don't have someone to do hand pads. Okay. You'll see very often a guy who has hand pads, and what he's doing is he's doing 1, 2, get this out of the way, 1, 2, 3, and with his hand pads, right? So what he's really doing, he's going 1, 2, and then he's holding up that sometimes he might hold up for a hook, but if he's making you work on defense, he'll go 1, 2, 3, and make you slip, come under, and then you might go a 1, 2. So when he's doing the hand pads, it'll actually look like 1, 2, hook, then he'll catch it here, and he'll catch it here, right? He'll catch the 2, he'll catch the 3, right? For you, it would be slip, you slip to the outside of a jab, slip to the outside of that 2, that straight right, bob under, 2, and 3 with your hook, okay? Now, we don't have, it's locked down, we're not in a gym or anything, we don't have, right now, I don't have somebody to do hand pads with, which is ticking me off. So what can I do? I can do the same type of drill with this water bag, but I'm gonna throw something in to it to practice our uppercuts. Now, I could do this drill on the water bag, watch. Slip, bob under, 2, 3. Okay, great. But here's a wrinkle that we can use by putting in that footwork. Instead, I'm gonna go slip, slip, bob under, then I'm going to shift out with the uppercut, and then a 2, 3. That's the first part of it. Now, why do I do that? I'm going to show you very quickly. Okay, probably this is going to take too long, so we'll do the southpaw one, maybe the next one, but we'll see. Here's why. Look at me. Here I am. I'm throwing at you a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right? If you go slip, because see, you'll slip to the outside of the jab, you slip the 2 and come under. So if you go like this, slip, slip, you come under, and then you want to throw that 2, 3. Well, what he might be doing is he might throw a 1, 2, 3, and if he's been practicing his hooks right, and he's got good bounce, and he doesn't overextend on his hook, he can come right back with a 2, 2. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, 2. You went slip, slip, under, 2, 3. But it depends who's going to get that 2 first. You, because you went under his hook to hook, or maybe him. 1, 2, 3, 2. Well, you see, he may beat you there. He may beat you there because it's easier for him to throw a 1, 2, 3, 2 faster than for you to slip, slip, come under, and then throw your 2 or throw a 2, 3. Now, if he overextends, you probably got him. If he just missed you, but if he's being responsible and sharp, so he's throwing 1, 2, he misses it, but he doesn't swing all around, he can get that 2 off. So what do you do? What do you do? Here's what you do.